Hey guys, I'm so glad you're here. Today we're going to talk first, the past couple of weeks we've talked about our thoughts, we've talked about our feelings, and today we're going to talk about our actions and how our actions can actually help us gain confidence over time. So I want to tell you, I want you to just picture if you made plans with one of your friends, okay? You're like, you talk to them, you text them, you're like, hey, let's meet up for lunch. I'll meet you at In-N-Out at 12, right? You get there, it's 12, it's 12:05, it's 12:10, they don't show up. You're like, okay. An hour later, they text you, they're like, sorry, I couldn't make it. I actually just didn't feel like it. You're like, okay. So then the next week, they're like, hey, let's go meet up for lunch. I really want to meet up for lunch. And you're like, okay. All right. So we'll meet, same thing, 12 o'clock, In-N-Out, let's go. You're like, okay. So you get there, you're waiting. They don't show up. You're like, seriously? You said you wanted to do this, but I actually don't think you do. And I don't actually trust you. So next week, the friend is like, listen, I really actually want to do this. I'm going to do this. And you're like, sorry, I actually don't, I'm not going to go. Like, do you want to hang out with a friend who just keeps making like plans with you, but then they don't show up? No, I don't want to. The funny part about this is we do this for ourselves. Okay. We're like, listen, I want to exercise. I want to study for this test. I want to do this thing. You make a plan for yourself. And then when it comes down to it, we're like, I don't actually want to do that. And what happens over time is your relationship with yourself, it dwindles. It's like your friend asked you to go to lunch, you showed up, they didn't come, you're like, I don't trust you. Same thing again, you don't trust you. So same thing with you. You're like, listen, I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna do these things I want to do. I want to study, I'm gonna read my scriptures, I'm gonna do this exercise thing. And every time you don't show up for yourself, your relationship with yourself goes down. The trust you have with yourself goes down. So next time your brain's like, you know what, let's start a new plan. We're gonna work out every day. Your brain's like, no, you're not. And you don't trust yourself, which, okay, let's just be compassionate and kind to ourselves. This is actually normal. You know why your brain does it? Your brain's like, remember that monkey in our head? It's like, this is going to be way too hard. This is going to require effort. I don't even want to do this. I actually just want to hang out with my friends. I just want to text my friends and I want to go eat some cookies. Like vegetables sound terrible, right? Like our brain's just like, our monkey in our brain is just like, no, this is terrible. Let's just stay safe. Let's just stay comfortable, right? It makes sense. It makes sense that we're doing that. But do we actually want that? Like if we're actually trying to make goals and trying to accomplish things like staying home and watching Netflix and eating cookies is not going to get us there, right? And so we got to be on to ourselves. We're like, next time your brain's like, you make a plan and your brain's like, it's going to be hard. Like, I don't actually want to do this. You're like, yeah, maybe not. But so here's what I do. I go to the gym a lot of mornings I used to go later in the day, but now I have to go at 4:45 in the morning. And it's like dark and cold and just like my bed is warm and I'm like, listen, like the night before I'm like, I'm gonna set my clothes out, I'm gonna get ready, I'm gonna go, right? The next morning I'm laying in my bed like literally I would do anything not to go. It's just gonna be so hard. Like I just want to stay in bed. I actually need a lot of sleep. I actually have really good ideas. I'm like, sleep is actually going to help you. You need sleep more than working out, okay? Which sometimes is true. But my brain just goes to work to try to keep me warm and safe in my bed, right? But my higher self, myself that wants to accomplish my goals, wants to go to the gym. So this is my trick, what I do. I'm laying in bed and my brain's offering me all these thoughts. It's like, this is so hard. Why do you have to do this? You have to do everything hard. It's cold out there. You actually just need more sleep. Then this is what I do. I picture myself when I walk out of the gym. Like, how do you think I feel when I walk out, when I'm done, when I just like woke up and I showed up for myself and I worked hard and I moved my body and I feel so good, so proud. My confidence is higher. I actually have more energy than I would if I was slept. I feel better. I'm happier. But in that moment in my bed, that's just like terrible thoughts. But I just picture myself. I watch myself walk out of the gym and the sun's like coming up and I'm just like ready to go crush my day. And that's what I do. Instead of letting my brain go to work and say, hey, you really should just stay in bed. You really should just stay here and comfortable. I just go, hey, listen, this is how I'm going to feel. How am I going to feel when I'm done with this? Like, here's the thing. A lot of the things that you want to do, you're not going to want to do. But why do you want to do them? It's because how you're going to feel afterwards, right? So we're going to picture our future self. How is my future self going to feel after I do this? And when I make an appointment with myself, when I say I'm going to do something and I honor that and I show up and I do it, my confidence in myself is grows so much because I know I can trust myself. I know when I say, hey, guess what? When I say I'm going to go to the gym at 45, I'm going. I know I'm going to go. I trust myself. And that is where a big part of confidence in yourself will grow. You know you can trust yourself. Because we've all been there where we try to make plans. We're like, I have all these goals and I do this stuff and then we just don't do it. And we're just like, and then you just don't feel good about yourself. But when you make an appointment with yourself and you show up for it, then afterwards you get the feeling that you're actually wanting. You're not going to get it before you start. It's never going to happen. Here's the truth. You don't have to want to, you just have to do it. So you don't have to want to study. You don't have to want to work out. You don't have to want to do anything that you want to do. You just have to do it. And then guess what? When you're done, then you get the feeling. That's what you're wanting, is that feeling that you can't get until you do it. So it's taking action even if you don't feel like it. So we're going to talk about really quick these zones, okay? So we all have like a comfort zone, right? This is like the things that are like super easy for us. We're like really, good at them and it doesn't require a lot of effort. It's like, it's easy and comfortable for us, okay? And then there's the things that maybe are scary, really overwhelming. This is called the panic zone. These are the things that it's just like, this is frightening. This is scary. This is panic zone, okay? So our brains want to stay here, okay? Sometimes we want to do things that are in this panic zone, but I'm going to tell you a secret. There's another zone, okay? This zone, it's called the stretch zone. So in the stretch zone, that's where we build confidence. So the stretch zone requires us to do small things every day that challenge us. It's not crazy, scary things. It's just little things over time that are doable when we stretch when we come a little bit out of this comfort zone and we do a little bit more every day, we can stretch and we can get more comfortable without being scared and overwhelmed, but we just do little things consistently over time. We take action when we don't want to. We challenge ourselves. It's going to be a little bit challenging, but we're going to do a little bit. And as we keep going, as we keep taking action every day, a little bit over time, this comfort zone, it stretches, right? So now we're out here and we didn't even ever have to go to the panic zone. We never had to be panicked and overwhelmed. We just stretched ourselves consistently over time. And then our comfort zone actually grows to this. This whole thing is our comfort zone. And that's how we do it. We don't have to overwhelm ourselves. We don't have to be scared. We don't have to be in this panic zone. We just have to decide, what do I want to do that's going to challenge myself? What can I do every day that's doable? A small change, something that will build my confidence that I can do every day. And as you consistently do it every day, consistency over intensity, okay? So it doesn't have to be something crazy. You're just going to show up. You're going to show up for yourself every day. You're going to consistently do something that's going to stretch you. And that over time will build this comfort zone so it's way bigger. So you're doing things that you weren't doing before, but you never got panicked. You never got overwhelmed. You just did the little things every day. So I'm going to challenge you guys this week. If you haven't signed up for coaching, this is your week. You got to do this, okay? Literally after this month, people are going to pay me money for this. You are getting this for free. You want to show up for this. This is going to be you showing up for yourself, okay? Just showing up. If you have something else you want to talk about, love it. Bring it. Anything you want to talk about, bring it. If you don't have something, I want you to bring a goal. I want you to bring something that you're working on, something that you want to improve, something that you want to show up for yourself. And I'm going to help you figure out some thoughts. They're going to help you accomplish this goal from a place of excitement and happiness instead of overwhelm and stress. Because remember, we don't accomplish goals so that we're worth more. Like literally, we literally could sit on the couch and watch Netflix and eat cookies and be worthy. Our worth is still intact. But we want to feel how we feel after we show up for ourselves, after we take action, and after we do this. And the best way to do it is to choose thoughts that will help you have fun. Like, yes, there's going to be some hard work involved, but what if the hard work was actually fun? What if you enjoyed it? That is where true game-changing action, changing your life and having fun. Like that's what I'm all about. So you guys, sign up for coaching. Tonight I'm going to send out a new sign up genius and I want you to sign up. Like you got to take advantage of this. If you don't, this isn't you showing up for yourself. You can do this. I will take care of you. If you need help, text me. I'll sign you up. If you say, I don't know how to do it, ask your mom, text me. I will help you. But you're going to show up for yourself this week. You're going to figure out something that you want to accomplish. And we are going to make a plan to make it fun. It's not going to be overwhelming. It's not going to be stressful. You're going to crush your goal and you're going to have fun doing it. So let's go this week. Remember, you're brushing your teeth, just like we do. We brush our teeth. We say, good job. I love you. You're doing awesome. You be your own best friend. I'm so proud of you guys for showing up here, for working hard. And I just think you're amazing. So I hope you guys have a good weekend. Look for the Sign Up Genius. Sign up for coaching. I promise you, game changer.